love your privacy, I'll keep it hush, hush. I'll stay down low for you. I like when it's just you and me, I'll keep it hush, 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 baby. I know you love your
Guys, it's Lex
and Courtney,
and we are here again with The Pleasure's All Yours. We, of course, are here to encourage sexual liberation in the Black and queer communities. We really just wanted to make a space for us to come and talk and kiki and really just emphasize that the pleasure is...
It's all yours, baby.
It's yours. Wow. What the fuck is up, Court?
Hey, girl. What is up? The sky, folding chairs. Like, what are we looking at today?
I guess the folding chairs are up and down.
Yeah. Oof.
If you really want to look at it.
Up and down and up
sideways, diagonal.
Oh, man. I saw somebody get a tattoo to that. I was like, okay, this is okay. I saw one and it was like new Halloween earrings just dropped and it was like a folding chair but with blood splatters on it, and I thought that was pretty fun. That's cute. I wonder how many folding chairs we're going to see for Halloween.
Because somebody's going to dress as a folding chair.
Definitely. Somebody's going to dress some group of friends is going to dress up as all of them, all the people.
Exactly. They're going to be like, who are you? I'm the security guard that beat that nigga's ass.
It has been an interesting week for the niggas. Mm-hmm. I love that for us.
Yes.
For me, it's been okay. I've been really making a lot of really important decisions lately. So I don't know. I'm feeling like today is the 8, it's August 8th. Mm-hmm. It's the Lion's Portal. Mm-hmm. So it's a really good time for manifesting your goals and, wealth and like a clear path to success for you. So that's what I'm really trying to like continue to focus on, and I feel like it's coming. Like I feel like we're like right there
on the precipice.
Yes. So I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm remaining positive about life despite the crazy stuff happening in life. What about you?
I do love that. I am okay. I feel like I've been really sleepy this week.
Sleepy baby.
And I feel like I like more sleepy than usual because I feel like I've been going a lot. So there's that, I think maybe I want to say I'm trying to think of like what the best part of my week was, and I can't necessarily pinpoint anything because it was a very mundane week and like nothing too crazy really happened. My sister's in town.
What?
Yeah.
For how long?
It was only supposed to be for a night, but
She's staying with you?
No.
Oh.
She's staying with my niece and.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it just to see them?
Just to see them, yeah. She did her hair for school too, because school starts tomorrow.
Is she gonna do your hair?
No.
Are you not? Okay.
No, it's not gonna happen. I love my sister, but I got beef with her currently. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, she.
I kind of wanted to meet her.
She's over there. She was only gonna be here for a night, but then she was like, "Well, I have to wait to get money to go back, so I'm here until then."
She doesn't have gas money?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 5-hour drive. Gas
5-hour
is
drive.
Almost $4 a fucking gallon right now. It's hot, so that shit is just melting away in your tank.
Exactly. So I did tell her, I was like, well, after my TPAY stuff, like I can come swing by. She was like, do you want to see me before I go?
Girl, with that attitude, maybe not.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, But I'll probably go see her anyway, and I want to see Nyla Grace.
Yeah.
That's my babes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I did go swimming with them, though. I think that was this past week.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
It was Sunday, yeah. So that was really fun. Toddlers. I'm like basically a celebrity with them, so it's really funny because they were sleeping. I have a video of they were sleeping. I have this video of me walking in and them just screaming. Like everybody just starts talking to me at one time. And it's like I'm here. I'm listening to each and every one of you, but one at a time, please, because I can't.
My brain.
I can't. And then sometimes when I leave, the middle one, she's like, I before I leave, I hug all of them. And I get to their forehead and I'll be like, oh, you're so amazing. I love you. And then I'll leave. And so when I'm leaving, the middle one, she's always like, you didn't kiss me. And I'm like, I definitely did, but I'll come back. I'll come back since you obviously need another one.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just think it's so funny because
so
you could hear her yelling through the door.
Yeah.
You didn't kiss me. Sorry, girl.
That's a nice feeling, you know, just like coming into that from like maybe a hard, rough day.
Yeah.
And you just have these people that are just so excited to see you all the time, you know?
Literally.
Yeah.
I like made a joke today and I was like, work is killing me today. Somebody's going to have to explain this to my niece. Somebody's going to have to explain to her where I went.
Yeah, they'll ride for you for sure.
Yeah. What was your pleasure moment for the week? That wasn't.
I'm trying to remember what I did last week. Oh. Bitch. It's not that I didn't have a pleasurable moment, because that's what this show is about. Finding pleasure in the non-pleasurable shit.
Yeah.
I think my pleasure moment is right now. Because as much as I loved having my my cousin here, she was staying with us for a while with the two beautiful puppies. I love them so much. It was so nice having them, you know, run up to you when you get home and stuff. But I have my apartment to myself again, and I am excited to just. When I walked in today and it was silent and clean because they're so tidy, they cleaned up after themselves. It doesn't smell like dogs or anything in here.
Yeah.
I was just like.
It's that quiet that will make your ears ring because it's so quiet.
Yeah, and I like that the AC wasn't running.
Yeah.
The AC wasn't running. Girl, I've been living in an ice fridge for 3 weeks. Okay, but they're gone, so I can kick up this temperature to 74 like a normal human being.
Be like a little toasty.
Yeah, it's not that 74 is not toasty. It's just not on. Like, there's nothing going on. Yeah. If it heats up, I'll turn it down to 72. Mm-hmm. If it warms up, I'll turn it up to 76. It's like, keep it in that range, and you don't feel the difference.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're in, you know?
in
You're not
limbo.
cold, you're not hot.
You're in temperature limbo. I got it.
Yeah. It's like room temperature, you know? That's the optimal temperature to me.
I do love that.
That's my fucking pleasure moment, is having my temperature back.
I love it. I feel like that's really important. It's giving dad with the thermostat, and I think that's so funny.
Definitely. You know what? Before I get somebody else in this bitch, I'm gonna put a little lockbox on their little key.
Like at the fucking job.
Exactly. And the key is gonna be strapped somewhere on me at all times.
You can also can you control yours from an app?
So no, we used to have the Nest, but when they came and fixed my AC a few weeks ago, they told us to take the Nest off because it was messing up the AC, which it wasn't. They were fucking messing up the AC.
Yeah.
So.
I was about to say, girl, you better put a lock on that, put a 4-digit passcode on it.
Yeah, but I might get the Nest back. I might do that. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, well.
What are we talking about today, girl?
Today we're talking about the G spot.
Oh, shit, the G spot.
Yeah, G spot. Okay. That's what we're talking about today. And doing research for this, it's really funny how many, like, medical professionals swear that it doesn't exist, but then there's like also a very big amount of medical professionals that are like, no, it's definitely a thing, you guys just can't fucking see.
It's just they cannot agree on if it's real or not.
Yes, so like a lot of the articles I was reading, it was like, it's the elusive G-spot. Is it real? Is it not real? You know, things like that. So it was just really funny doing research for this because a lot of it was like, I don't even know if this is real. But then, you know, there was one that I read that it was like sex professionals, sex coaches and things like that. And they were like, no, it's for real.
I want to know how many of these groups of people first of all, were men. Yeah. And like how many of the people that said it did exist were women. Yeah. Because I feel like if it's inside of our body and we say, hey, it's real. Yeah. It should just be real. I mean, I know a man founded the original, you know, but like, I just feel like we should listen to the ladies on this one. Or the people with vulvas.
Yeah. If you got a coochie, I would rather listen to what you think is inside your coochie than for someone who came out of you to tell you what's going on in there. Because who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
You don't even live here, my nigga. But besides our pleasure principle today, before we usually get into it, we always have a fun fact. It's okay. I almost forgot to. It's cool. And the fun fact, you know, is usually animal sex fact based because animals are like horny.
Freaky deaky.
Like
creatures.
They procreate. They have sex mostly only to procreate unless you're a bonobo monkey.
Or a dolphin.
You know. Yeah. But yeah, so today's fun fact is Males in most mammalian species, isn't that the word?
Yeah, mammalian. Okay.
Yeah, that's such a weird word. Right now, I'm trying to say mammalian.
Mammalian.
Ugh.
Mammary gland.
Yes. This includes cats, dogs, and rats have a bone in their penis, like an actual bone.
Oh no, they don't.
Yeah.
Do we not? Do they not? No.
No.
As humans, we don't have the bone.
No, there's not a bone in there.
Right.
But it's called
Spongy tissue.
the baculum or the OS penis.
Okay. Ew.
Right? Isn't that weird? The only mammal species without one of these are humans, horses, donkeys, rhinoceros, marsupials, rabbits, the marine family that includes whales and dolphins, elephants, and hyenas. So if it doesn't fall in that category, they actually have a bone for a penis, like a literal bone. That means, so does that mean it's erect all the time?
I think it lives inside their bodies. Kind of like, have you seen dogs? It's just like dogs are the ones that don't have
It says no, dogs and cats both have it. Okay,
you know how like it comes out straight from their body.
Okay,
so I think
yeah.
sometimes it just goes back in and then it comes out when it's like a ret or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah. I see. Okay, I see.
But
that.
I'm no penis specialist. Okay, ask me some pussy questions.
But yeah, that's our fun fact for today.
Wow. Things that I never knew I needed to know, but now I know.
Yeah, right.
I
and
love
now it's like now I'm gonna look at a rhinoceros and be like, they don't have a bone for a penis.
Perfect. I'm glad that's the first thing that would pop up.
So as we said, today our pleasure principle meat and potatoes of the episode is going to be over the G spot. I was just really happy to find so many like women-based facts also. And also just to know, like I learned a lot about the G spot doing this. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of the times I'd be like, oh yeah, I knew most of that. So yeah, it was really cool. But the G spot was discovered in 1953. Dang, it hasn't even been
later than I thought.
It hasn't even been a century since we found the G spot. That's crazy.
Wait, 1953? It's 2023. So
30 more years.
How many years has it been? 70?
70, yeah.
Damn.
G spot 70 years old.
My grandmother is 70. She just turned 70 last week. The G spot was not what? That seems like an 1800s kind of vibe. What?
No, 1953.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's by this Ernest, I don't even know how you say his name, Ernest Grafenberg.
Okay.
He was a German man who also was arrested and bailed out by a woman. That he was arrested. I don't even remember what he was arrested for, but it had something to do with what he was practicing.
Oh, maybe.
And like the things he was like, you know, he was really into
pussy?
Yeah. He was really into it.
I'm sure that scared people back then in 1950.
A man who's concerned about women's pleasure?
Hell no.
Nah, lock that nigga up. He also invented the first IUD.
Okay.
It was made out of silver.
Wow, he really cared about us, low key.
Right? Really, and he pushed a lot of just pleasure focus and like sexual focus for women. Yeah, but he was trying to tell them niggas this G spot, this spot is what you need, and they was like, nah. There go Ernest talking out his ass again.
That nigga just loves pussy.
That nigga just love pussy, like seriously. But there, like I said before, there are some doctors who believe that the G spot don't exist. Some of them do. Ernest obviously was an advocator for the pussy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But a G spot is the small spongy area about 1 to 3 inches inside of your vaginal canal. This spongy area is called the urethral sponge. Mm-hmm. Okay, which I was like, all right, so many new terminologies.
Urethral sponge.
Yes, it is in the upper wall of the vaginal canal towards the belly button. So there's that.
So you go in and up. If they're in front of you with their legs open, it's just in and up.
Exactly. There is something called the paraurethral gland, which is which can get engorged and fill with fluid. Ooh. Whenever you are being stimulated, which is where squirting comes from.
And that's why people tend to squirt more if that inside is stimulated.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. One thing that I did find very interesting, I mean, I already knew the clit is made of erectile tissue, A penis head is sensitive because it is the same tissue that you have on your clit, but since it's more spread out, it's less sensitive. So because ours is tiny, all the nerves are like right there,
jam packed.
Exactly. It's like really sensitive for us. But your G-spot is considered a part of your clitoral network.
Yes.
It's not like just your vagina. It's not just the inside. It's a literal part of your clitoral. Yeah.
Your clit, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. You can think of your clit like an iceberg, where the clit is just the part you can see, and then your labia and G-spot are like the stuff that's underneath that you can't see. So that's where a lot of your nerves are, which is why having the clitoral stimulation, sometimes the penetration at the same time, is such a that's my combo.
All the sides of the clit, the top of the inside, that little wishbone top, everything is just getting touched and engorged.
Exactly. I keep losing my spot because I'm so excited to talk about this.
Oh my gosh, 1 second while you find it.
Okay. So all in all, whenever you're stimulating your G-spot, you are also stimulating partially your clitoris as well. That's probably why it feels like, at least for me, that's probably why whenever I do have penetration sometimes, it feels like somebody's rubbing behind my clit. Have you ever had that feeling? Where it's like, I feel
especially
like,
fingers.
It's like, I feel like you're touching me behind it and not on it. Which would also explain why only 18% of women actually, or vaginas actually have an orgasm with penetration alone, because you're only stimulating a small,
like a third of the clit.
Yeah, not even a lot of it. But some vulvas do enjoy their G-spot being stimulated, and some of them don't. People who really like penetration, people who don't really like penetration. It's the same thing. Like, vaginas are different. They look different. They smell different. They taste different. So, of course, they're going to have, like, different forms of stimulation. And this also will mean that their G-spot might be in a slightly different region. So, like, some people, if they're missionary, you might not be able to feel it. But then if they're in doggy, because of the position of their pelvis and everything, then you might be able to feel it. So don't be discouraged and think you don't have one, babes. Just
you
like
have one.
just
or
like
do you?
Or do
some
you?
doctors.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they're missing. Maybe they take a group of women who have everybody has a different pelvis, everybody has a different uterus shape, everybody has a different everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
It's hard. The coochie's like, where's Waldo? Every scene's different. Every Waldo is in a different spot. Yeah. But the G-spot is not a distinct part of your anatomy. In fact, in 2017, researchers attempted to find it, but did come up empty-handed. Although there is another group of researchers that found a dense tissue sac between the vagina and the urethra, and they were like, oh, that's it right there.
I'm just trying to
picture it, yeah. Vagina, urethra, dense tissue in between the both of them.
Yeah, and they said that was what?
That was the G-spot.
Oh, you mean in the inside?
On the inside.
Why were we touching that? Like, what? Okay.
That's why you were having.
Yeah.
I saw the you're computing on your face, and you're like, okay.
Okay. So, like, if you take where your urethra is and where your vagina is, and then on the inside between, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some fishing around tonight.
Put a mirror.
Yeah.
What's up, girl? What's in there? And of course, I do have some numbers.
Of course.
Okay. 63% of vulvas confirmed that they do have a G-spot. Indeed. But 55.4% of vulvas say that they have that they've been able to locate it. So some women, and I think it's like a good percentage of women that also feel like they don't have a G-spot at all, because they have never been able to find it. So I think it just really depends on how you're playing, what you're playing with, how aroused you are too. Definitely. I think that like really matters. And everybody's so like, I don't need lube. My pussy's wet all the time. Babe,
It's not about that, boo.
It's not about that.
It just makes everything smooth and slick. It gives the opportunity for you to have more pleasure.
Yes, and then if you have like a nice thin lube too,
you don't even notice.
You don't even notice it's there.
Because
like,
if your pussy's as wet as you're saying it is, bitch, it'll just blend right in.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah.
Just try it, girl. The next time I ask one of y'all at the store if you want some motherfucking lube, don't look at me like,
girl, my pussy stay wet. Okay.
Girl. Okay.
Anytime they would say that, I'm like, yeah, so does mine, babes. But like,
I stay with that shit.
Yeah, lube is nice. Literally. 10% of women say that they do ejaculate when their G-spot is stimulated. And I think that the number is so low personally because turn to your vulva owner, turn to the vulva owner next to you and ask, do you feel like you have to pee when you have sex?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then when the pee feeling subsides, it's more like pressure. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then after the pressure is the squirt.
The release.
Okay, babes. So
trust yourself. Let it go.
Yes. So because the G is also so close to the urethra in general, it definitely makes sense that it does feel like you have to pee because you are stimulating the gland as well. But it's like, just relax a little bit, really focus on what you're feeling, take a deep breath.
Deep breaths.
A deep breath is a really good one. And just, go ahead. Sorry. No, you go. You tell me.
Don't worry about what you're like looking like or like how intense it is. Like, I would say don't back away because I think that's what people do. They're like, oh my God, this is so much that they just end up having a regular orgasm because they like bring it back. But if you just take a deep breath and let that shit out, it'll come out. It's just more, it's a mental thing.
It is a mental thing, and I feel like some people stop their orgasm because they tense up.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I get that pee feeling, and then I'm like, no,
exactly.
Stop. And I'm like, but you were getting to the good part.
You're almost there.
You were getting to the good
And also,
stuff.
bitch, you gotta be hydrated because as much as you feel like that, if you haven't drinking water, your body is taking all the water just to keep you alive, bitch. It doesn't have room for you to be playing with your pussy like that.
Yeah, because I definitely have been had the feeling I was gonna squirt, and I'm like, oh my God, I really and I really need to let it out, but nothing happens.
Or it's just like a little trickle and you're just like, God, oh.
I like it when it's a lot of it.
Yeah, me too.
That's my favorite part.
It's such a relief afterwards. Mm-hmm. You don't even gotta pee.
Don't even touch me.
All the pee is in there.
Yeah, no,
but it's still not all pee.
Yeah, it's only 13% pee.
Yeah, it's
it's not even pee.
Think about it, guys. Okay. No, it's a bad example. I was gonna say, if you knew that you had a pot of brownies or a pan of brownies, but 13% of the brownies were poop, would you take your chances?
I mean, personally, if we're talking poop, no. Let's say 13% of them had weed in it.
Okay. I like that one.
So there's a tray of brownies. 13% of the brownies have weed in them. Are you still gonna eat a brownie? Hell yeah. You can still go eat one.
Either way, I'm winning.
Play some Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Get your little bowl of ice cream.
If it makes you more comfortable, you can always just pee before sex.
Yeah.
And then that way you can kind of think in your head that it's just the fluids, the urethral fluids. What is it called? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is it called?
The urethral sponge fluid.
Oh yeah, your urethral sponge fluid. Actually, it's the paraurethral gland that builds the fluid and then it comes out.
Okay, so that's just your paraurethral gland fluid, baby.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Yeah. And listen, you can fact check me.
I think we talked about an episode. Was it maybe a coochie by any other name?
Yeah, we probably talked. No, I think we talked more. Yeah, we did briefly, but we talked mostly about fingering. That was our fingering episode.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Episode 9.
Yeah, episode 9. That's a really popular one too. So I love that. I think it is because everybody loves coochie.
Truly.
Yeah. So of course, like any other episode, we're not just gonna come and tell you and point at you and be like, "This is what it is." This is scientifically what this shit is. We also have some tips and tricks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So Of course, just like any other play, you definitely want to make sure you relax yourself, relax your body, relax your muscles. Like, just stretch is good, especially. And like solo play, I feel like is such a great way. Like, masturbation is such a great way to figure out if you even like your G-spot being stimulated, where it is, what position you need it to be in to get it stimulated. Because if you want to hang upside down off your bed and see if that works for you, you can do that. Okay, you want to turn over, flip over on your stomach, see if that works for you, you can do that. Yeah. So whenever it comes to finding out where it is and if you like it to be stimulated, especially if you want to like enhance your sexual time with your partners, really important to learn how to like, you know, make your body relax. Also just learn your own vulva. Yeah. Talk to your coochie, ask her what's up.
You can step into that confidently, knowing what's going to make you come or what's going to turn you on.
Yeah. Wow. This is just making, you know, you started this episode and I wasn't thinking about it, and now I'm just thinking about the orgasm I had the other day.
Was it solo?
No, it wasn't. Okay. You know, I like asking, can I borrow your hand real quick? That's it. Like, I just need your hand real quick. Just your 2 fingers. That's all I need. Can I borrow your hand?
I'm just living the same life.
That's like, nothing else. I just need your hand real quick. I have a wand.
Literally, that's how I've been coming for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Like,
just give me your hand.
Just let me borrow your hand real quick. And when I tell you, I've just been like, everywhere. I'm like, And then afterwards, I'm like, I really needed that. I needed that so bad.
Like the ones, have you ever like, this? I had a solo orgasm last night, and it was one of the ones where like it makes your stomach kind of cramp at the end because you were just like rocked so hard. You're like, oh my god.
You got that lower stomach cervical cramp.
Yes.
Because you just been clenching.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had to get up to get something out of my back, like maybe some chapstick or something out of my backpack, and my legs were like shaking and numb, and I was just like, oh god, I can't wait to go to fucking sleep.
Yes. I feel like
sleep I ever had.
After a good combo orgasm, that's really all it takes. You give me that 1-2 by myself or with someone else.
Yeah, truly.
That'll do it every time.
That'll do it.
Every time. Okay. Well, we said masturbate already, so that's a way. But, you know, as you do get aroused, you know, don't just go and stick your fingers in your coochie, because the whole point is for you to be aroused. So whatever getting yourself aroused looks like to you, using your fingers to play with your clit, using a toy to play with your clit, grinding on something, whatever it is that gets you there, do that. And then, you know, you want to tease the inside, like tease the outside of your opening, you know, stick some fingers in there, 1, 2. And then you want, if you're doing it yourself and you're watching us on YouTube, you want to put your fingers, such as this, in the coochie. There we go. And then you want to just curve them just a little bit up towards your belly button. That's where it is on the inside. So you do want to like, and some people, I don't know, some people like a circular stroke. Some people like the actual up and down of the fingers, the come hither. Yeah, some people just like it when you angle your fingers and you just go in and out, you know, there's that too. So it really just depends. Like I said, every pussy's different, and each one of them is going to like something different. So just learn what angle works for you. Yeah.
Keep your nails trimmed.
Keep your nails trimmed and your hands clean. Clean under your nails.
It's just like, as a black woman, I feel like when I scratch my skin or I scratch my hair, it's just like I have to keep having something like to clean out my nails. It sucks.
Yeah.
That's why I keep my nails done, but
so you can't see it. Just because you can't see it don't mean it's not there.
Okay, but I like I said, I gotta keep a brush in my car and I keep a little something with me. So.
Perfect. Those little dental floss picks are good when you have just gone out to eat or you need to clean out your fingernails real quick. Yes. Yeah, perfect. But once I already said that.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I'm just really thinking about how I just love that. This is such a great topic. Yes. I love coochies. I love G-spots. I love
talking about them with your friends.
Thank you. Exactly. Exactly.
Now I'm like, do I want to get fingered or do I want to do some fingering? I don't know, but I want to do something.
I always want to do some fingering. That's always.
These combos just make me like.
Somebody put your coochie on the table. Okay, bang, bang, bang. All right.
Two at once.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Whenever you are stimulating the inside with a come hither feeling motion, it will be like a firm, like spongy area. It's really firm though. Think about the last time you had your fingers in coochie, and think about like whenever you angle your fingers up and you're like, oh, what is that?
It feels like kind of like a walnut. That's how my friend describes it.
Yes, yeah.
Walnut.
That is literally what it feels like.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, and it gets harder as you get stimulated. Same thing with your clit too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, have you ever just like been in the thick of it or like been masturbating and then sometimes I'll just like feel like all around my vulva and I'm like, damn, this bitch is fat as fuck right now.
Hello.
It's engorged as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I like looking at my clit. It's cute.
Yeah, it just be so like bright and ready for you.
Yeah, I like when you poke it and it turns white, but then you move and it turns back like pink red.
You've gotten really close.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm a coochie connoisseur. Truly. But yeah, that's your G-spot, and usually stimulating that area is what makes you feel like you're about to pee. But again, that's just the beginning. Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, if you're going to pee on them, just whatever.
Yeah, fuck, who cares?
Do it.
They're doing it on 90 Day Fiance.
Wait.
Wait. Did I not send you the clip? I'm gonna send it to you.
Wait, back up.
It was on this past episode. If you watch 90 Day Fiance, I saw the episode live, but they've been posting clips on TikTok.
Yeah.
But Gino, you know, and the pretty like Panamanian lady, and then that old guy with the cat. That you're always like, why the fuck are they together?
Yeah.
He has a hard time orgasming. Like this for 2 seasons they've been together. Like, well, this is like 3 years. And he's just never like been able to really come except for like masturbating when they're so far away from each other. But when they're together, he does not want to have sex. He does not want to come. But she is like so excited in this interview because he had finally ejaculated the night before. And she was like, and it was because I peed on him. She's like, he got in the jacuzzi and he leaned back and he said, give it to me, baby. And she's like, I lifted my leg up like a dog and I just let it out.
Oh my God.
And you know what? If that makes you come,
I just love that for you.
Put that thing in sport.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I actually don't know the rest of the song.
Me either. I think I just know Cardi's verse.
I don't. Yeah. Do I? I have to hear the actual song to know what the words are. But I'm with you. Water sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But like we said, since the G spot is so close to your urethral, it's gonna make you feel like you have to pee. But take a deep breath. Relax into the feeling because that does mean the water fountain's about to come on. And then for some people, after you do release the pressure, the feeling that you have to pee goes away. So there's that. Sometimes after I squirt, though, I have to pee still.
Really?
Sometimes.
They say it's really good to still go try to pee.
Yeah.
Even after you feel like, if you don't feel like you have to, just because of UTIs and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's weird because like, I'll feel like the sensation of pee goes away, but I can still like keep squirting over and over again, especially if somebody tells me to.
Yeah.
Don't do that unless you mean it.
Don't do that unless you mean it. Up. Yeah. You got to get one of those,
ShamWow.
Okay, yeah, one of those too.
Oh, what were you thinking?
I was gonna, those. I don't know if you've seen it. They're all over TikTok, but it's like this heavy weighted blanket thing.
Yes, and the girl be like pouring water on it, and then she'll like pick it up and like oopsies, sorry.
The only thing I worry about is, and I've had an encounter with one of those, is like the liquid doesn't go anywhere.
It's just so you have to like kind of pick it up like a bowl.
Yeah, sort of, or like it just drips off the bed. It rolls off the thing and onto the floor.
How much better is that? You want your carpet? I would rather have my squirt on a blanket that I can wash than the carpet. So like, how do they want you to? Do they just want you to carry it to the bathroom?
I don't know.
Fold it up.
Yeah, because I don't remember it being very absorbent because like the top of it was really thick. Like it felt like fleece.
Who has that?
One of the girls that I beat up that one time.
Oh, they're professionals. They have everything.
Oh yeah, they're on Fat Life. Yeah. They live the slut life 24/7. So they do need that. Yeah, absolutely. And we also have position suggestions.
Oh, yes.
So we love that. As I already said, also, do what feels best for you. So if you need to, again, hang upside down off the side of your bed to get that shit going for yourself, you go ahead and do that. Nobody's judging you, babe. Mm-hmm. But a really good one is missionary. I feel like that missionary be ragged on a lot, but I feel like it's such a good position to get a lot of shit done. So missionary is really good because the belly button is already right there, and so you can already do the come hither motion that way. You can also press down a little bit on, like, right underneath the belly button, not super hard, but like just some pressure. That's actually my favorite move too, is the push down and then the fingers inside, and I'm pushing, like I'm thrusting my fingers in the direction of my hand. So, that'll create some extra pressure, extra stimulation also, which, of course, is a G-stem.
Absolutely.
Yes. That little hip grinding thing bitches like to do when they're on top, when you like coochie to pelvis and you're just going back and forth. Yeah.
That's a great one.
That's a great one.
Sometimes that can, but depending on the size of the dick, it goes straight past the G-spot.
Yeah, it can, yeah.
But, you're just getting still some stimulation from the rubbing, but... do what feels good. That's your clit right there. That's your clit doing the work.
Yes. Doggy is a good one also, because you're already going to be angled down, so you don't have to angle your fingers as much, because the pelvis is already in that position essentially. So you putting your fingers in, they're already going to go in at an angle because the pelvis is at an angle. I'm
just not a doggy ass bitch. Like, I'm really not. I have to be so far in. I can doggy anything. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to think about, like, if I like that. Maybe. I could see, like, a little, like, twists.
Yeah.
I could see that. Okay.
I think a good doggy standing up, it would probably be more of your...
Okay. Yeah. Stop talking about it, and I'm super horny.
My bad. But on the side, one of my favorite ones to do to others is like put them on their side and then legs close and then sort of bring their knees to their chest almost. And then, I like to, my arm is always over their legs and then I'm like this way because I want to see. And I'm like, getting that shit. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Write this stuff down, you guys.
Write it down.
I'm writing it down.
But whenever it comes to if you're doing this solo, all of these positions are still manageable by yourself.
Especially with a toy.
Especially with a toy. So if you're not if you're not a realistic toy kind of bitch, then you can definitely just get those cute, like ones that don't look phallic. You can get those ones, or even like just a vibrating dildo. Also, some of the rabbits are like curved intentionally to hit the G-spot, so there's that too. But of course, you try what works best for you. Definitely. Every vulva is different, so what works for us might not work for you,
right? And
what worked for you might not work for us, and
it don't.
And that's.
I'll tell you right now, it don't. Whatever y'all be doing, I don't do that.
It's the fact that she was so definite about it, and it don't. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I love my little freak leagues.
Courtney said, "I just have the brain of a mastermind sometimes, so not the same as the rest of you bitches."
I'm ahead of the curve.
Got it. And that's really it. That's it on G-Spots.
Wow, that was
today.
Amazing. It was titillating. It was informative. That's exactly what I want this podcast to be. Make me horny, make me learn something, and let me have fun while I do it.
Perfect. Yeah. Then that means we checked off all three.
Yeah.
I just love that for you.
Not this being my pleasure moment, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thanks. And I was actually really worried because I was telling Court how we were supposed to do this on Sunday, and I typed up the fucking thing, and then my laptop died, and when I logged back into my laptop, not shit was there. And I was like, oh my God. But this outline turned out better than the one that I had for Sunday.
Good.
So this is great. Yeah, exactly. But At the end of every episode, we do a little segment called Questions for the Girls.
Okay.
Where we just ask the girls, aka us, just some questions about the topic that we just talked on. And most of the time, we've already answered the question.
Yeah.
But sometimes we haven't. So, I think I already know the answer, but are you a G-spot kind of gal?
You know what?
Do you think you have one?
Oh, I know I have one.
Yeah.
But I will say in like the recent like months, I've become like more of a G-spot stem kind of girl.
Yeah.
When I masturbate, I like to mostly keep it simple, but sometimes when I do add that shit, if I add a little G-spot stem while I'm masturbating, it's out of this world.
Yeah.
But when I'm with a partner, I'm actually really enjoying getting my shit stimulated. I was gonna say like pounded, but I don't mean that. Stimulated.
I love it.
Yeah. I've been coming a lot just from like G-spot stuff. But it's usually fingers, and I feel like it's also a lot of the motion of the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely, I can understand why the clit is the reason that a G-spot exists. Like, it's the G-spot is actually just another part of the clit because it all just pairs together so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your clit's just so expansive.
It is. Like, Google the anatomy of a clit.
Yeah.
I wish I had my necklace on. But it looks like a wishbone with an extra like tentacle coming out the middle of it. Like it's so big and beautiful and like ready to be pleasured.
And now we know that it's also on the inside. And something else that I read was because the clit is like erectile tissue, it needs a lot of the same stimulation as a penis would. So like how they like the stroking up and down. Clit stroking up and down. That, oh my God, I haven't done this in a while because I haven't been eating any pussy. But one thing I like to do is like grab the clit with my fingers and like push it up. So it's like kind of pulsing out and then lick it and maybe like move my fingers. Because if you squeeze right behind the clit, you can feel the nerve, it feels almost like a wire. But you can feel
like
it, right?
tendon?
Yeah, you can feel it because it gets harder.
Yeah.
So you just bunch up the clit like that. If you turn your head and just with your lip, yeah,
Playing
that's
it like
a good
a
one.
flute.
Yeah, damn near.
Damn. Okay, what about you? Are you a penetration kind of gal?
It's not like on the top of my list, and I think if you ask, like some people, they'll be like, you usually come so hard when something's inside you, and that's true, but it's only after like a lot of good clitoral stimulation. Like, don't just put some shit inside me until I'm ready, because then it's not gonna feel. It's gonna take me longer. One, because now I'm having to one sensation plus another sensation. I'm having to get there with just these. But if I'm stimulated or if I'm just like really horny, it won't really matter, you know. But I think I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Because if I didn't have it, I think I would be fine. But having it is also really nice.
Same. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just like I just like my clit being played with. I really love head. I like to give it more than receive it, but that's okay.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, I did just mention it again.
Like, I'm so concerned by you. Like, let's get this taken care of.
Hey, I'm trying.
It should be, an interesting few weekends. So maybe you should just dive into that. Okay.
Maybe, I guess my thing is like people turn me off pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's hard to find new people that you want to get that involved with, like closely, without knowing them. People are weird, and people are weird.
I'm trying to be like Carrie and just like that, and have a coochie like one day out of the week, and be like, hey, all right, I'm off, I'm on my way. And like literally pull up and then pull out. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Like literally. It's a good like 20-30 minute little stop. Doesn't disrupt my time, my day. I don't feel rushed or anything like that. I just feel like that's
You're about your business.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not asking for shit other than for you to throw some coochie lips at me.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next question is, when you've been inside of a coochie, can you can you remember ever feeling the G-spot?
100%.
Love
yeah,
it.
like a little original little hardy. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It literally...
And it will talk back to, like you were saying, it does just talk right back to you. Because I know when it starts to get bigger, I'm like, okay.
And like...
hit that, and then hit a little top, little rubbing on the outside, because you're just hitting the same spot, so you're just getting the top and the bottom of the clit at the same time.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Perfect.
Love to see it.
It's giving macaroni in a pot. That's some wet-ass pussy.
That's some wop.
Wop. For real. With a capital P.
Pussy pop.
Yeah. With a capital P. I think I definitely have felt a G-spot before. Speaking of G-spot also, I like when like you can feel the pussy open like all the way. And so you can't really feel anything besides the opening. That's like really all you can feel on your fingers, and it's like super tight there. Also sort of feels
it's like
sucking you,
spreading you, like you can feel the water just dripping on your.
Yes.
This is really getting really intense.
Yes.
For me. I don't know about you.
So yeah, that's it. That's the girl right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the girl.
Wow. And but even when the pussy's open like that, you can still feel the G-spot when you angle your fingers up. What the fuck are these doctors talking about? They're not talking facts. That's all I know.
They never made a bitch come.
Ever.
Okay.
PhD? No.
Dead it.
Do you have a favorite position that you like your G-spot to be stimulated in?
Yeah, it's from the stomach.
Love it.
Yep, put that shit in me. You can really do some shit back there. Ask me to get on my knees and doggy. Good luck. But
on top. Good luck.
Good luck. No, I'm not gonna say that, because actually I have been getting really good at that as well. I've been really popping that thing back. Lately I've been doing a lot of reverse cowgirl. That's been fantastic.
I love that.
So, I'm finding it.
Okay.
My pussy has
knees like Megan. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying this past 8 months, I've just had some really big dicks. So I'm enjoying that, but I have to find ways to cope in that. A lot of times is writing. Yeah. But also,
because then you're sort of in control.
Yes. Yeah. And then it turns me on to the point where you don't have to be anymore, and then that's when you can flip me over and just really go at it. Yeah. And I fucking love that. Sometimes I'll be a missionary, and when it gets to that point, I'm grabbing your ass to pull it out and slam it back and pull it.
Love it.
Damn.
Opening a little a hatch.
Yeah.
Slam it back.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying by how I'm learning to really enjoy my G-spot. Yeah. But you have to get me there first. Yeah. You can't just start like you were saying. You gotta,
since it is a part of the clit, it would make sense that you would need some stimulation before you could actually Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Mish will be my favorite because I like eye contact. So there's that. I like the way people look at me when they have their fingers in my pussy. I fucking love it. Sometimes that's what I'm thinking about. In parts that turn me on is the look of you looking at me with your fingers in my pussy. Cause why you look like you about to die right now?
Yeah, just begging for me to come.
You want me to so bad, and I can see it in your face. And the hard part about it is I take longer than most. So now we're both.
That's an issue.
Now we're both about to ride this out, babes.
It's okay, my hand is cramping up, but I switch because for you I'm ambidextrous. Bitch.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm. You got me with the right hand though. I think I've had enough practice where I can go for quite a while.
You've trained.
And quite hard with my right hand. My left hand, I can go for quite a while. I just can't go as hard for some reason because I'm not really left-handed. But I got you on that angle, girl. And my last question for the girls is, when you think of your most intense orgasm, is it usually involving G-spot stim also?
Okay, with partners, yes. It's usually their finger are inside of me, and then they're stimulating my clit somehow, whether it's the mouth or toy or my hand or whatever. Those are my most powerful orgasms when I'm sitting on my back and they're just, like focusing on me. It's just
Yeah.
not me, or they're like kissing my neck or like whispering in my ear.
Yeah.
But alone, I would say my orgasms are stronger with just clitoris.
Yeah. Same.
Like, whew, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with the environment of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just feels
It's like a lot of different stimulations, and then that being on top of it is like chef's kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can't stimulate me I can't stimulate myself in all those ways by
Yeah.
myself. So I think my clit's really focused and catered to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do later, which is good because I have to manifest.
Perfect. This is the perfect time to.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think no, I think my most intense orgasms have definitely been like a combo. So I think yeah, they've been a combo, and I just know first time I ever squirted, I made myself do it on like when I was doing OnlyFans, and it was an OnlyFans video, and I still have the video on my phone where I was like doing it, and then I literally squirted everywhere, and I was like, oh my God, what? I was like, yeah, we gotta bring that back.
Why? Now that I'm hearing this, I do remember that you didn't think you really were a squirter.
Yeah.
And I was along for the journey for
You
that.
were, yeah.
Lex, that's so dope. Because I was gonna say in the middle of the episode, not everybody has the ability to squirt.
Yeah. And I definitely thought I was one of those people. And I had my glass toy and my wand, which is my number one combo. And I was just literally, my glass toy is already curved, and then the end of it is like a wide circle, like it's round, obviously, but it's round, and it's just firm. And what I like about the glass ones is that they don't move. They always stay the same texture. It's consistent. And when it comes to a good orgasm, that's what you need is consistency. So having something on my clit and having this glass thing, just being able to keep it at the same angle and even barely even moving it as sometimes, like just maybe wiggling it a little bit. Yeah, that's what got me there for the first time ever. So whenever girls are like, I'm scared of glass, I'm like, if you don't fucking put that fucking Pyrex in your coochie.
Bitch, do it. You will not regret it at all.
Think about a Pyrex glass. When you drop it, does it break immediately? Can you put it in the oven? Does it shatter? Do you put it in the dishwasher? Is it good? The fridge? Anywhere? Pyrex, glass dildos, same glass, babe. It's the same glass. So, yeah. Well, that's our epi for today.
Okay, boo. Well, if you've never listened to us before, you can find us at all your pleasures _ on Instagram, TikTok, that bitch Threads, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. If you were watching on YouTube today, please subscribe to our channel. If you weren't watching on YouTube today, you should watch on YouTube today, because sometimes I make hand movements that you guys can't see on camera, and I forget that I'm on podcast, you know?
Yeah.
So
also facial expressions too.
Yeah, like we do a lot of like facial expressions on this bitch. I don't know, bitch. Subscribe to our YouTube, okay? What we got going on, girl? ARTGASMIC is next Friday, August 18th in Dallas, Texas. So if you live in Dallas, baby, and you want to meet us, or you want to come and see some dope black art, black sensual art, have a little drinky drink, see a little show, see a little burlesque, listen to a little erotic poetry, come and enter our raffle where you can win one of our giveaway baskets. Come enter the raffle that they're having at the regular thing. The link will be in bio for you to purchase tickets. Again, it's next Friday from 8 to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, come out and see us. And do you have anything else? Any other announcements?
No.
Okay. Well, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, happy hump day, bitch. Saturday, whatever I be saying. Fuck you guys. I love y'all. Yeah, we love you.
Bye.
Hush, 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 baby. I know you